Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, the owner of Sylvia Craft. Today I'm going to show you how to make this brooch here. And I did this brooch with matting. You have to mat first. But in this tutorial, I'm going to show us everything you need to know about matting and beading. And there are different ways of matting, but any method you use, you still get the same matting. But there are lots of ways to do it, and you can do matting if you're the only one doing it. You can do matting alone. Then if you have people helping you, you can ask every one of them to do the matting differently, then later you join it together and it will still give you one result, which is matting. So, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show us everything you need to know about matting, both how to join it, how to turn if you're alone, if you're the only one matting it, and how you can do it, and if you have helps, people helping you to mat, what you can do to also achieve the same result, which is this matting, and at the same time how to make this brooch. So if you look at this brooch, everything in this brooch is matting, and here is an accessory. I bought this and I use it to cover it. So when you're making yours, you can decide what you want to put at the middle. You just put it and you tack it together, and it will still give you the same matting and the same pattern of brooch. And so to start with matting, I'm going to be using this pink. And though I've made a video of matting before, but I'm doing this, this will be more detailed compared to the other video I did. So here I'm going to be using this pink to show you how to make matting. So to mat, whether you're making a beaded bag, or footwear, or a tie, or waist belt, you all do it, or everything about bag, footwear, waist belt is matting technique you use. And so I'm going to show us how to do this today. So this is, in matting you pick 3 seed beads first. That's the first step in matting, which I'm doing now. Pick 3 seed beads like this, and I will let it drop. This point you have this 3 here. Then the next step is to take 1, that's making it the 4th one. Then I'll crisscross in opposite direction. I'll pass it like this, so I'll let it drop at the middle. So at this point, this is what I have. This, you have something like this. So the next thing to do, then the way you continue, once you've achieved this, the next thing is to continue picking. You pick 1 on your right, you pick another one on your left, then you take a 3rd one and crisscross. It doesn't matter which the fishing line you put it for, but all you need to do is the bottom line should be crossing it in opposite direction. Then you pull it down, then you have the 2nd one attached. Then the next thing, I'll pick 1 on my right, then 1 on my left as well. 1 on my right, 1 on my left. Then I'll take 1 to crisscross it like this. And I have the 3rd one. I'll do it one more time. Remember, this is what you continue till you get to your desired length. 1 on your right, 1 on your left. Then take 1 you pick one to crisscross like this, just the way I'm doing it. So you see as I'm doing it is increasing. So at this point, this is what I have. So you continue like this till you get to your desired length this way. So now I have this. This is the length I want. Maybe bracelets, necklace. Once you get your desired length, if you're using the first technique for turning, maybe you want to do like 3 rows matting. What you do once you get to this, remember this one, maybe after picking one on your right, one on your left, and crisscrossing it. So if I want to turn to the second line this way, what I will do now is, at this point, is this: instead of picking one on my right, one on my left, I'm going to pick 2 on either hand, whether right or left. Pick 2 seed bead like this, and I'll let the 2 drop. Then I'll pick one. I'll pick one at this point, then I'll crisscross. Remember, 2 one side and 1 to crisscross. Then once I crisscross, it will face me either right or left, one side direction. It will just direct me to this side. So at this point, this is what I have now. This is where my fishing line is facing. This way, it's facing the side, and instead of top, instead of this one, it's facing me towards my right. And so what I do at this point, to continue with the second row, I'm going to pick 2 on my right. Remember, once you turn it like this, the fishing line facing you, the fishing line coming towards your direction, like this one I'm holding here, this particular fishing line here, the one facing me, remember this is this way, and this one facing where I am, and then I'm going to pick 2 on it. That's on this fishing line on my right. I'm picking 2. When I pick 2, then I'll take a third one to crisscross it. So when I crisscross with the third one, I have the first step on the second row. So this is what I'll have. Once I crisscross it now, I have this. This is what I will have now. So once I have this, like this, remember this is the first one, this is the second one where it's facing me now. Then what I'll do now, I'm going to, this is my right fishing line. I'll drop it. Then this left one, the fishing line towards this side, that's the left fishing line, like this. If I put it this way, so here is what I have now, this. So I'm going to, what I'll be doing now, I'll take this fishing line, that's the left one fishing line. I'm going to pass through this next bead by the side here, this one by the side from the matting I did. I'm going to pass through this one here, like this, in this direction. Once I come out from there, then I'm going to pick 1 bead on my right. This is 1 bead on my right, like this. Then I'll take another one to crisscross. Remember, your left fishing line should be passing one of the beads. Then I'm going to crisscross with this. Then I'll have the second one on the second row. Remember, this is size 2 seed bead I'm working with. So if you're working with size 2, you should be patient, very patient. So at this point, you see what I have. I have the second row here. Remember, this is the first one we did before. This is the second row now. So what I'll continue now is just be taking my left fishing line. Since this is where I am, then the next thing, my left fishing line will go through this bead here. We'll go through this bead. Then once it's out, Then I'm going to pick a bead with my right fishing line and take one to crisscross, just like this. Take one, put on my right fishing line and take one to crisscross. Remember, at this point, my left fishing line is not picking any fresh bead. Rather, I'm passing through the bead by the side on the previous one. So when I continue this, you see I have the third one. So this is how you get the second one. Continue like this till you get to the end of the length of your necklace or bracelet. So this is how to do this, and this pattern, this method, you use it when you're doing it alone. So this pattern, I usually use it when I'm doing this matting alone. So here I have this, so you continue this way till you get to the end of this. So let's assume this, you have your matting, maybe you're doing it or your fishing line got finished and you're doing this one, you tie it, you have this. So and you want it to be longer and you have already matted one, and you want to attach these two together to make it longer to the length you want. The next thing, what you do is this. You drop this way. This is what we have. Let me bring down these ones to explain it better. So let's assume you have this. So what you do now, instead of this one you use in crisscrossing here, you bring it out, you drop one, then you only have the one you pick on your right and the one you pick on your left. So what you do, the simple thing to do at this point is just to take one of your fishing line and pass it through this one, the other one, the single one here. Pass your fishing line through this first seed bead in this one here. This way. Pass your fishing line through this, just this one. Then you tie it. Remember, no crisscrossing at this point. Just pass your fishing line from the other one after picking right and left. Pass your fishing line through one of it, the one you use in crisscrossing in the previous bead. Then you tie. Just tie it. You see, when I show you this, you see it will still form the same thing, the same matting, and the length will increase. So here we go. You see, no different. It's just the same. This is where we tied it. This is what you have. So this is matting. So matting, you can do it alone. People can do it and you join it together and it will still give you the same shape. So here is your matting here. So let's also assume you finish doing it and you don't want to do the turning I showed you how to achieve it. So let's say we have those two after making this and making this other one, but I want to join it to make the third row, and I don't want to go through the process of going through this. We're going through the second one, bringing my fishing line here to go through the second. So in a situation where I don't want to finish this one and go through the second row, and I want to join, so I have to just make this one long like this and make a separate one. And if I want 3 rows, so what I will do now, bring these two together in this direction. I'll drop them like this. Then I'll take a fresh fishing line. So what I'll do with the fresh fishing line is this. I'm going to pick a seed bead. Then I'll take a fresh fishing line like this. This is my fishing line. I'm going to pick one seed bead and drop it to the middle. This is what I have. Just a fresh fishing line and a bead in the middle. Then I will come here, and I have to already remember. What I will do, I'll pass my fishing line through this side seed bead here. Just the first one in this direction, just this one here. like this. Just one of it. Remember, don't go through the next one, just one. This one here, remember, just one of it. Then I'll take my left fishing line, and pass it through this one as well, the other one, just this first bead here, here, here. Then I'll put this together. Remember, I first picked one before doing this. Then I'll take a fresh one again, a fresh fishing line, a fresh seed bead. Then I'll crisscross. Once I have this, the third roll is attached. Then what I'll continuing in this process, what I'll be doing, I'll pass my fishing line through this seed bead here. Just one. Remember, you don't skip. Remember, in matting, if you make mistake and you finish it, you have to lose up. You lose everything till you correct it. So I'm going to pass through this second one here. So I have this, passing through this. Then I'm going to pass through this second one in this other row. Just the second bead, the seed bead by the side. Remember, don't jump, don't skip anyone. Pass your fishing line through it. This one here, just this one. Then I have my fishing line out. So what I'll do at this point is to take one and crisscross. So I'll continue like this till I get to the end of it. So you have to choose for yourself which one is easier and faster for you. So I have to crisscross it. Remember, crisscrossing. Once I crisscross, the second one is attached. So you see this, I have 1, 2, 3, 3 rows here instead of two different and separate two before now. So this is, I'll continue in this direction till I've covered everything here. This is how you get your matting. This is the second technique of getting it, your second method of doing your matting. So this is it. So that's the same way I did this one. You see this, joining. So this here, this is the one I'll use to show you how to make the brooch. So that's the same way I did this. You see, this way. In this one, I have my length here is 58. And I did the 58, I did not measure with tape. What I did, I counted this seed bead by the side, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. When you count it to the end, it will give you 58. Then why this side is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9. That's how I measured it. 58 length and 9 width. So this is what I have here. So the method, what I did after making straight 58 6 of it, then I had to join it to get this 9. Remember, I joined together. I did not do the second rows method. I just have to make it differently. 6 of it, 58 length. Then I have to join it together, and that's what formed this. So at this point, to make this brooch here, what I'm going to be doing now is this. I will take a fishing line and attach my needle. This needle is size 9, my beading needle. So this is what I have. I have my fishing line. So having this one here, I'm going to pass my needle through this first bead here. Then I'll be skipping 3. I'll skip 1, 2, 3. I'll go through the 4th one here. Again, I'll skip 1. I'll skip 1, 2, 3. And I'll pass through the 4th one like this. Then I'll skip 1, 2, 3, and pass through the fourth one. I'll continue like this till I get to the end. I'll skip. This is where my fishing line is coming out from. Here, I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and I'm passing through this fourth one here. I'll do it one more time. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and pass my needle through this fourth one. So that's what I'll continue with. I'll skip 1, 2, 3 through the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. 1, 2, 3 through the fourth one. So once you finish passing it through the end, then you have to squeeze it. You fold it like this. You start folding it, just packing it together. Remember, you have to fold it, squeeze it together, squeeze it. You see, as you're doing it, it's forming this shape. You can decide to cut out this other side I'm holding, or you tie it. But why I don't want to do that, because I'm going to use it to make the end for this. So at this point, I have it like this. This is what I have. So I'll squeeze it. Once I've gotten what I want, like this. See, this is the shape now. So remember, this side is still open. This side is still open. So what I will do now, I'll start crisscrossing it. And the technique I showed you before, I'll pick one and crisscross with these two. Then I'll do the same thing here. And that I will show us now. So after doing it like this, then I'm going to pick one seed bead, and I'll crisscross with this one here. Then, you see, put it together like this. You drag it as much as you can. Make sure you drag it, because the more you drag it together, the more it will form the shape you want. So this is what we have at this point, like this. So this side is open. Sometimes you can, if you want to make your brooch and you want this side to be open, you can do it. But because I don't want this side to be open, then what I will do, after crisscrossing with one, like this, I'm going to pass my needle through this place. So here I am. This is where I am now. So to go to the last one, I'm going to pass my needle through this last one here. Then I'll bring it out. And I'll do same with this other one. Then I'll bring it out. Then remember, I've been crossing. Instead of crossing at this point, I'm going to tie. I'll pick one and drop it. Then I will tie it. Remember, I'm not crossing at this point. So whether tying and crossing, because this is the end, I'm going to tie it and cut out the fishing line. So here after tying it, then I'll cut out my fishing line. So at this point, your brooch is ready, like this. So you can now decide what to add on top here. Like this white one, you see I added this accessory. You can remove it and add anything. If you have bead to add, and whatever thing you have on top, just to make it look lovely. You can even decide to do this thing add a bead, a matted bead with another color on top of it like this. So anyhow you want it, just put it at the middle here and you attach it to your bead. So this is it. So go ahead and make yours. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to give a thumbs up, like my video, share my videos, and comment if you have any question. I'll be there to answer. See you next time. Bye bye.